Everybody, and welcome back to the Emerald Coast. We are in the last day of early spring, and we're here trying to get a load of lambs gathered together, sent down to the slaughterhouse. I think they're going to probably find their way onto an Easter dinner table pretty soon. These are pretty youngins. What we need to do is we need to clear out the pen a little bit. Go ahead and close up the door. And head on out to the animal dealer. Yeah, we need to clear out some room in the animal pen, just as summer is approaching. Oh my gosh, people just totally annihilated me. You're right, things have been kind of slow on the farm. Got the line on a possible corn planter. I think you guys might remember we were talking about really wanting a smaller planter for some of these smaller fields, just because it seemed to make more sense than having the big giant Great Plains. And we've got the line on one. Got the local farmer who actually owns, believe it or not, who actually owns those two fields that we've been kind of thinking about getting. Right down there, kind of by the cow farm. Well, turns out his health is going. None of his kids are interested in continuing on with his farming. So we are, well, I think we have a prime opportunity to pick up the land and kind of cherry pick maybe some farm machinery from him. I notice we pretty much are set as far as a lot of the machinery goes, but yeah, we've got not an old planter, but we've got a need for a smaller planter that well, maybe we can satisfy out of his inventory. More on that later, because that is an interesting opportunity for sure. Old seed and fertilizer place doesn't look too terrible busy. Most of the folks around this area have already done their planting. All right, let's back on up into here. Mirror is not quite working, but this one will hopefully work for us. Oh. All right, $4,000. Not too terrible bad for the young lambs, but again, I think they're gonna probably find their way onto an Easter. Sorry, guys. Probably gonna find their way onto an Easter dinner table pretty soon. There's lots of folks that celebrate with leg of lamb or lamb chops. hung up a little bit on that fence post, I think. Something hung us up. We had to be clear to that. Ah, the old BGA. We'll have work for you guys at some point. Still got to put our shell corn in. And we still have cotton to put in. Then we will be done our planting. It is really warming up now. I know seems like just last week it was super cold. Now all of a sudden we are looking at highs in the 80s. Getting back to our normal temperatures here on the Emerald Coast. We're going to need it. Take care of those weeds. Like I said, I'm just waiting for the barley to come up. Been a little slow. It's been a little dry as of late. Go too much terrible longer, I'm going to be a little worried about maybe I want to use the D word. But yeah, drought would not be good, especially this time of year. We're waiting for all the seed that's been in the ground over winter to make its way. Decide it's ready to grow. We've got some silage bales. We're working through that long row there. Completely used up the other row. Those up here. I think this year we're going to stock our harvest stores as opposed to making silage bales. I'll go ahead and get this trailer backed up into here, and well, we need to strap down some eggs. We got to haul some eggs over to the local diner. So let me get this trailer backed up, and then I'll get back with you. So we've cleaned out our chicken egg house. Go ahead and get this up here to the diner. Every time I stop up here for a little bit of coffee and donuts, talk about how they need some more eggs. More and more of their local supply of eggs is dwindling, I think it sounds like. Hardy's Gas and Grill. Get them delivered here back around the back of the kitchen. Then what we're going to do is got some wool we need to take down to the FarmLand shop. Sheep have been busy pumping out the wool. Seems like today has just been running a bunch of errands here, errands there. But sometimes that's what you've got to do, right? We're going to go ahead and hook up to our trailer in here. Telehandler switched over from a bale fork to some pallet forks. Now, last time we had a problem. The jack stand there on the trailer seemed like it wanted to catch. I think we maybe just had a lot of mud to deal with, so hopefully we'll be good to go. Hung up on now. There we go. Oh my. It is a little muddy over here. Hop the fence. Went ahead and got a tarp here. A little bit of a canopy all ready to go. When we do get around to our corn fodder baling. There are forks. Yep, our forks should be right under here. Still need to trade in our round baler. Apparently the local dealer is not going to get their Krone dealership quite as early as we originally thought. Might need to go with a different model of baler than we were first looking at. We'll have more information on that later date. Go ahead and get this loaded up. Last time we sold wool, we had to unload it with a forklift. So I'm gonna make sure that we load this trailer so it'll be easy for a forklift to get to these pallets. Forklift doesn't have quite the reach that our telehandler does. Yeah, it's really muddy over here. I need to look and see if we've got some sort of water line coming through there. The town or something. Might be busted up Or, you know, it's that, might be that line that's heading over there to our beef cattle. I need to look into that with a plumber. Oh, that's going to be a mess because we're going to need to come in here with a digger, dig that up. We're going to have to somehow protect the animals, keep them from freaking out. I'm wondering if maybe a pipe joint has somehow come loose. Old line that's running over there to the beef. Interesting. Interesting way these pallets spawn in here. I think it has something to do with the, well, basically how the sheep pen is positioned on the map. I think that's what I was hearing CCS say. And as we're loading these pallets, we have one spawn in. Yeah, we've got all of this wool in the last, well, three and a half days, basically. Don't clear it out now. I'm worried that we're going to be too busy maybe working in the hay to really be wanting to bother with our wool. Kind of using this lull in work to clear out the wool a little bit, give us some working room. These things wrapped up. Put away. See if we can't head down to FarmLand before they close up for the night. Yeah, I think when we come back, we won't have a round baler. I think we're going to get rid of our round bale handling equipment. Go with a square baler for this year's hay and straw. Like I said, I think we've got a line on a new, well, new to us, planter we can use down here at the fields by the pig farm. Not have to bring our big Great Plains seeder over here all the time. Seeder planter, I guess you want to call it. Oh, he's stuck on this post again. Go. And we'll probably own these 2 fields over here next time we get together. I think they're in soybeans at this point, but yeah, we'll have full legal ownership of both of those fields. Big field here, and then there's a little smaller field over there. I mean, we've got to do something with our $4 million, right? We've got plenty of cash to swap out our baling equipment. We need to swap out our bale trailer. We need to swap out our round baler for a square bale trailer and a square baler. And we probably, I gotta look and check in the manual, check the model of our silage wrapper, and see if that is configured to do square bales also. If it isn't, then we're gonna have to sell that also. I want to get out of the round bale market. This takes too long for us to bale. Square balers, we just... Where you going? Square balers just, well, get out on that field and we just keep pounding out the bales. Don't have to stop constantly to empty the baler. Oh, seriously, these guys. 25 miles an hour. Not 20, 25. Let's go, let's go. Come on, let's go. I seriously want to get there before they close. All right. Like we made it. Here's our forklift they let us use. While I'm unloading this, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys hear a little bit of tunes. All right, well, that didn't take too terrible long. So guys, I think that is going to do us for the day. I want to thank you for coming out and watching Emerald Coast, our 10-year gameplay. Here again, in year 6 of 10, heading into mid-spring. So hopefully when we get back, we will have ourselves a different corn planter. I'll be out here planting shell corn. And, well, maybe we'll be able to show off our new square baler and square bale handling equipment. And until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.